What is going on, Jerome's? Happy Thursday. Happy beginning of March Madness to those who celebrate. And the Minnesota Vikings are celebrating by inking some of their young veterans, notably bringing back Alexander Mattison, the running back, on a 2-year, $7 million deal, $6 billion in change guaranteed. And it could be seen as running back one money. Also, would Mattison have signed back here so quickly and early in the market process if he knew that Dalvin Cook was going to be back? So, would Alexander Mattison sign up to be a backup again? Probably not. So the future of Dalvin is up in the air, and the Vikings could cut Dalvin and save around $6 million in cap space. They could trade him and save around $8 million, as he's due a $10.4 million base salary. And there could be a couple of teams that could be interested. Or, if the Vikings keep both Dalvin and Mattison, Kwesi be like paying two running backs at the same time, man. I don't know about that Photoshop. Yeah, may need to work on that one. But here are 6 safe trade destinations for Dalvin Cook. Now, free agency has obviously been taken into account, so the Dolphins, probably not, even though they made a lot of sense because they brought back my name Jeff Wilson as well as Raheem Mostert. Broncos, probably not. Since they signed Samaje Perine, but 6 destinations for Dalvin. Number 1, the Arizona Cardinals. So, yes, they do have James Conner in the mix, but Dalvin is better than James, and it is Minnesota West over there in Arizona. You got Monty Ossenfort, the pride of University of Minnesota Morris, who also interviewed for the Vikings GM job before Kwesi got it. Plus, you have Nick Rallis, plus you have Drew Petzig as their new offense coordinator, plus you have Jonathan Gannon as their new head coach. All of them were in the building with Dalvin Cook. All of them were in the locker room with him, so they know what kind of leader he is, what kind of player he is. And as they overhaul things in Arizona, having some good leadership would make sense there. Plus, Arizona is just where running backs go to retire. You look at Emmitt Smith, you look at Edgerrin James. That's what makes sense, man. Next up, trade destination number 2 for Dalvin Cook. Baltimore Ravens. So, yes, they do have J.K. 2K Dobbins. Yes, they have the Gus Bus Edwards. Yes, they just re-signed Justice Hill, but Dalvin would trump everything that they have in the running back room. Also, never discount, hey, that guy played well against the scouting. Dalvin racked up 110 yards rushing week 9 against the Ravens back in 2021. Then, next up, trade destination number 3 for Dalvin Cook, the Bills. That's right, the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Why don't you come out tonight? Brandon Beane has done business with the Vikings before, but of course that was Rick Spielman. Stephon Diggs is in the building. They just restructured him. He's staying in Buffalo. Plus, of course, James Cook. Younger brother of Dalvin was a mid-round pick last year. Didn't really get the time of day, but a running back room that has... Oh, by the way, do you know that Dalvin's middle name is James, and James's middle name is Dalvin? So your running back 1-2 combination would be Dalvin James Cook and James Dalvin Cook. that would actually be really cool for the family, because not only do you have 2 siblings on the same team, like you have 2 guys that can still compete and contribute at a high level at the same position. It's kind of funny, man. Next up, trade destination number 4 for Dalvin. The Bengals. So they lost Samaje Perine to the Broncos in free agency. The future Joe Mixon, sort of up in the air in the Queen City. So I think that Dalvin could be a very solid running back on a team that is still perennially in a Super Bowl window because of Joe Burrow. So I think that Cincinnati, even though they're not exactly the most high spending team in the league. We get a mid-round pick for Dalvin. Go ahead. Next up, trade destination number 5 for Dalvin Cook. Chicago Bears. Yes, I understand. Kwesi trading in division yet again. Yes, you'd play Dalvin twice a year. Yes, it would be a revenge game. Yes, Dalvin does have a little bit left in the tank, so the Vikings will be facing the brunt of that revenge. But with David Montgomery going to Detroit, and even though the Bears signed Travis Homer, and they have Khalil Herbert, the pride of Virginia Tech, on the roster, Dalvin would be an instant upgrade. He would do good things with Justin Fields. And also, when you have the threat of a running quarterback, it does make things a little bit easier for running backs to make hay. You see that anomaly all over. So Dalvin could have a couple of nice years with the Bears, even though it would have to be a lot. Like the tax of trading a star player in division would have to be a lot. Like, even though I'm guessing the Vikings would only be able to secure maybe an early day 3 selection for Dalvin because of his age, because the Vikings obviously not looking to keep Dalvin potentially because of the Mattison re-signing, as well as Dalvin's age and contract. So, I know, 3rd round pick. Third-round pick will make it happen in division. Otherwise, I'd want a fourth or fifth rounder at least from other teams. Lastly, trade destination number 6 for Dalvin Cook, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So playoff Lenny is cut. They have Rachaad White. Whatever. And as they look to rebuild from the ashes there in Tampa Bay after Tom Brady, whether it's Kyle Trask, whether it's Baker Mayfield, you're going to want to run the ball. And Dalvin, even though it's not Miami, it's still Florida, still his home state, would be able to get things done on the ground for the Bucs. But that's it. That's 6 safe trade destinations for Dalvin Cook. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once with the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But to next time, Skol, production value.